Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the Eureka Springs Hospital Commission meeting, regular meeting of April 15th, 2024. I will call this meeting to order at, I have exactly 6 o'clock. Could I have a roll call, please? Starting over here.
Brian Byler, Commissioner.
Kate Dreyer, Secretary.
David Carlisle, Commissioner.
Barbara Dix, Vice Chair.
Kent Turner, Chair.
Sandy Martin, Commissioner.
Angie Shaw, CEO.
Cynthia Asbury, CFO.
Thank you so much. We do not have any members of the public here tonight, so we won't have any public comments. So even though that's down lower, I just wanted to acknowledge that right off the bat. You should have all gotten copies of the minutes in your email, and there's copies. I brought copies tonight for you. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
I have a second.
I second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. You also should have gotten copies of the agenda on Friday of last week, and I also left copies today. I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Does anybody have any additions that they would like to the agenda or any comments on the agenda? If not, all those in favor of approving the agenda say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Agenda is approved. Again, as I said, we don't have public comments. Committee reports. The only report that I have is we've been, the Finance Committee meets regularly, weekly, as a matter of fact, except for this week and last week. And most of the stuff that we've been doing has to do with the Oracle conversion or things that we're having issues with. We have an extremely high level of IT issues right now. That has gotten better. We're slowly working through those. The IT issues have verged from anywhere from interfaces with the third parties that we do business with to people getting set up appropriately. There also have been setting up a lot of new PCs. They've also been setting up some new software. You saw the email that I sent out about the change to your email address, and it was going to kick you off. It's never kicked me off. I know it did Barbara, but I think we got her set back up. So if any of the rest of you have gotten kicked off and are having a problem, let me know. But it's that kind of issue that we've been having. Then we've just been talking about a lot of different finance issues and cost cutting and different things like that in preparation for either the workshops or these meetings. Have you met with Sam at all on the?
No, I have not.
So does anybody have anything else from the standpoint of committee reports? Hospital expansion update. I still don't have too much to report, except on April 29th, we are going to get a completely revised layout of the hospital from the people at Kansas University, KU, not University of KU. So we'll see how that goes. I am traveling to Washington, D.C. the first week of May, not for the hospital, but I intend to. I'm working on getting a meeting with Senator Bozeman and Congressman Woback while I'm there, because that's the purpose of my meeting is with another organization, meeting with a lot of legislators, and I think it would be. I think both of them will meet with me on a private basis too. So that's the purpose of that. So hopefully we'll be able to move something forward. With regard to the COVID money, I'm being told that none of it still has been spent. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I know if money lays around for a long time that doesn't get spent, sometimes it just goes away. And that is federal money. That's federal money given to the state of Arkansas. So I understand the governor's busy. I just don't understand why she can't have my priorities. But that's okay. We're not going to push her. CEO report. Before we get started with the CEO and CFO report, we need to go easy on these two folks here today because they have literally, they're up to their neck in conversion. And if anybody's ever been through a conversion, you know what that's like.
Yeah.
So no questions?
And no questions and no comments about either the brevity of the reports or the lack of information on some of the reports, because I assure you it is not their fault. So,
Well, there you go.
so Angie,
Yeah, as you noticed, my CEO report is like 5 lines long. You're lucky it's not scribbled with crayon. So under the clinical operations, really honestly, the focus since our last meeting has been the Cerner/Oracle transition for all the departments through training their staff, making sure their systems are up and running, especially for the ancillary departments such as lab and radiology. It's just really been a lot of training and trial and error at this point. Of course, the last couple of weeks have been crunch time, just finalizing the build and making sure everything goes smooth. There have been some bumps, but we're going to survive. Further on in clinical, we did hire a respiratory therapist. They will be starting in May. And Larissa told me today she has an interview with a second respiratory therapist this Friday. So hopefully that one will go well as too. Dr. Nathan, the gastroenterologist, she did do procedures at the hospital on Friday. It was a great day. She sung our staff's praises and said everything went well. So the business office, of course, they too have been neck deep in Cerner transition, ensuring that everything on the financial side goes smoothly. I know Cynthia and her team, they're doing a great job. They have a lot of working parts, just like the clinical side, and a lot of their working parts are contract, so they're not in-house. So trying to make sure those are all ready to go has definitely been difficult at times, but again, we're going to survive this transition. We really are. And thinking about all the departments in general, they've all done well. I'm proud of the team we have. And yes, today's the first day of the transition. Well, effectively, it started at 11:15 last night. We're finding those areas that need a little TLC and making sure that Cerner is taking care of them. Of course, we have the Cerner team here on site with us. I've lost count of exactly how many people are here, 15, maybe more? Maybe?
No.
Cerner folks. So our little conference room is extremely full. They're here to help us do this, and we're just all in it together.
Yeah, it is.
I know I put on my report, the marketing report is attached. It is not attached. I do not have it. Sam was going to send that out, so.
That works.
And as of right now, I think my brain is mush, so.
that's okay.
Thank you, Angie.
Then we're going to move to the CFO report, and I'm going to give some words here too, because one of the differences between starting something new and converting is you've got to take data from an old system and merge it into a data from a new system, and that's hard enough as it is. But when you are taking data from an old crap system, which is what we had, and trying to move it to a new modern system, that never works very well, or it never works very smoothly. So if I'd known she was struggling with this as much as she would have, I would have told her just to forget a financial report tonight, because number two, we cut because the first was on a Monday. Our meeting is really early this month, like 5 days into an accountant. 5 days is an eternity. So Cynthia.
So, past the cover sheet, you'll see where we have our bank account balances. The only one that doesn't really have a balance there is the lockbox, and that is because I do not have it reconciled. It is the only one that truly was not reconciled through to match within the financial, so I did not convey it over, but it was minimal amount. So, everything else is there. bank account balance, I mean, really, this month, we managed to really not decrease much. I mean, less than, I say 0.5%. So, I mean, we've made significant and, I mean, substantial improvements of our expenses and our overall cost, I would say. So, the next page is our revenue usage summary. I say overall, I mean, our total was about the same as the month before. Yes, it is showing a decrease from, down about 37% from last year, but you do have to factor in, last year did have swing bed and inpatient. So, but looking at just month to month, it wasn't really down much. On that one, I mean, every bit of the services remained about the same and consistent, so. And then the next page will be our income statement. Everything on this was completed through, with the exception, it does not capture the approximately $276,000, which is our CMS monthly payment. So once that's factored in, we had about a $30,000 loss for the month. So, I mean, definitely some significant improvement from months prior, so. And we are working to get that captured on this income statement, updating the build and the structure. But as Kent said, we've had some conversion issues and some interface things. So we're just working to get some financials for everybody tonight. So
Considering everything, this is a great report.
it is, definitely is. And I will say, we'll,
Considering the conversion just happened at 11, whatever it was, 15 last night.
This is great.
only thing else I'll say, once we get into these, if there's more on workshops or something we want to break down into, now within our new financial system, we can break into expenses per department and really drill down exactly every expense by department and run an income statement just like that one for each and every department now. So we can really look at that
Excellent.
finite detail and see what we're looking at. So
Excellent.
Number 9, since I've had my oratory, I've kind of given you an update on where we're at with Oracle's Cerner. So unless somebody has something, unless you two have something you want to add, I think we kind of know where we're at. Those of you that weren't at the workshop received an email from me about what we discussed at the workshop, and all of you got an email from Angie today. They have gone through a lot of effort to, in fact, evaluate staffing levels and organization chart. You have with you a current organization chart, and what I simply want us to do, I'm asking the commission to do, is to ratify this organization chart so that they know that we're behind what's on this organization chart. So I would entertain a motion to ratify this organization chart.
So moved. I think in looking at it and Angie's explanation and what we talked about at the workshop, it makes all the sense in the world.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have any further discussion of this? If not, all those in favor of ratification of the organizational chart, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Angie, you have a ratified organization chart for what that means, but it just means that we have recognized what you've done and approved of.
Okay, thank you.
Commission comments. We're already there. Brian?
No, I'm real happy with our results of what's going on. And sorry to make you ladies have to work so hard lately. Take a vacation after it's over with. Just kidding. Only kidding.
Kate?
I'll modify what I said before the meeting started and say that, Angie, you've kept this place open forever and ever. Cynthia, you're doing a bang-up job.
thank you.
I listened to the meeting last night from, last month, and especially during your comments, the detail, how you can pull things up, how you maneuver. You're so intelligent, and thanks for coming to Eureka and staying with us. Appreciate it. That's all.
Thank you.
David?
No comment, I'm pleased.
Barbara?
I just want to acknowledge the team that they have, these two, and they have two more on their team, and they just kick butt. They're really good and working hard, and I appreciate them.
Thanks, Barbara.
Sandy?
Can't top that except to say ditto on it and that it's great. And thank you for surviving this. We know it's tough. And we've got your back sort of, but from a distance. So.
The only thing I have to say is thank you.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else that needs to come before this commission tonight? If not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.
Go to